Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
On the move at the 30.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Black Knights!
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he's running in the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I am a great play caller, and I can hand it to guys like that. If he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in here, and got the long touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. For a productive play on first down. On the option, it's Staley. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Last time the Cadets and Mids clashed, it was Army winning a close one.
They came out, they did what they needed to do late in the game to get the win, and they've been talking about it for an entire year back in West Point, getting another win over their big rival Navy.
And the bragging in this rivalry is enormous. right? Like, it's not just a normal game. This is a game that everybody watches, everybody cheers for, but the uniforms really, really matter.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. Wants to throw. It's Daly. He makes the connection. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Army! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Navy offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the pass is intercepted. Still on his feet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line, it's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The back goes in motion. And he's wrestled to the ground. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. The give to the big fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. They practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively. Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Navy will go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Dropping back, it's Horvath. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. On the option. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Finds his man. It's Stewart. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking for room at the 40. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
To the air, it's Daly. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Working on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock get a first down. Those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Navy offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Fullback's got it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the fullback. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Tempo and overdrive. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Navy will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew them out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
I love it. I love 1st down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get...
Oh, it's out. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, going up top. Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got it. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the tubes.
And that play is going to just ignite this offense. You got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 6.
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the... They put a stop to that return at the 22. And Navy will go back on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. It's complete to the right.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. Got his man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snagged on the outside, it's Hutchinson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And they knocked him down almost immediately. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And it's no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24.
38, Navy 14.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players, but these guys, they've got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Daly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. He hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Black Knights with the 1st and 10. making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reed. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
He caught it! Touchdown, Army! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep...
Got a lot of running room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Black Knights! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Back to pass, it's Daly. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack warrants the 2-point try. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
They're trying to get to it. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get the sack just like that.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not
looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Navy! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then stride it into the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Army! Anchors away as Navy has pushed out this lead and smooth sailing ahead for the midshipmen.
How about Navy handling this moment? This is a huge moment. Obviously, only show in town. Everybody cheering for you. The weather's always awful. Navy's done a great job executing, taking advantage of some Army mistakes, and they got the lead, Palmer.
A big opportunity, obviously, for Navy's program, but also doing it on a national stage. They have come out and they have dominated Army. They're executing better. They've run the ball better. Defensively, they've been stout. This has been impressive.
The big fullback slams his way in for the 2.
Whoever said the fullback's becoming a dinosaur on offense, right? This is the situation this guy was born for. A 2-point play, hand it off to him and let him go to work.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. A first down for the offense. Quarterback will keep it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Getting some heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Defensively, the only time you really lock in on a fullback is 4th down and short, and you could tell they were dialed in. They knew he had to get a short bit of yards. They stuck their face in there.
He wants to take the top off. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the stomping has commenced.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Here comes the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Daly. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession here.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Now the play fake. Coming after it.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Army 66, Navy 21.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. They'll run play action. Unloads it left. He's got it. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Navy quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They want to get this defense on its heels. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Finds his man, it's Kent. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, midshipman. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Navy, 29.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. To throw, it's Daly. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He's going to pass on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Get it out on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Kent. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
To the air, it's Horvath. He caught it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. And the returner will be dragged down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He's going to run it, and he'll be smacked to the ground. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what's your offense.
All kinds of running room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. He's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You can see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through.
Afterburners coming. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Navy.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
That keeps the score. Army, 66.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Set to kick this one.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to fire on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got him downfield. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right. And I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.